Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jules. My pronouns are he, him. I'm a commercial food photographer and stylist and soon to be published cookbook author, and today we are doing a long overdue flip of the first 6 months of the Jibun Techo Days. Look at how chonky this is, and I don't really even do what I would consider heavily decorated. I'm going to try and keep this video under an hour. It's probably going to be around 45 minutes because there's a lot to go over, and I'm not going to really dwell too much. I'm going to do a basic explanation of how I use my days and then just flip through, and if anything catches my eye, then we'll talk about it for a minute. And we're going to start at the very beginning of this. So I use this as an index. So if there's anything that I know I need to recall later, like notes about a recipe that I'm developing, or basically meeting notes, recipe development notes, anything else I need to have an easy, like, where do I find this in this book? It's here in this index. This is the month, these are the days, and that's how I know. I didn't use these pages in the first 6 months. I kind of started using them in the second. Oh, I did actually. Videos to film. So these are like outside of my regular videos, routine videos, just so I could remember to do them. So that's what. Oh yeah, you'll have to excuse the sound of my dogs. They're right behind the computer, the recording device. So the calendars is like important things I want to remember. I'm missing because I'm also doing medicine, like when I open up new medications and stuff, or maybe I am still here and I just didn't do it in January. So I also have to track for the Canada Council for the Arts because I have a grant for my cookbook when I'm doing specific things, and I have using the Gantt chart in the diary to like mark timelines of when things are happening, and then I use the Gantt chart in the days to annotate specific tasks that are tied to the overall production timeline, similar to how you would use Gantt charts in project planning. So that's January. February, I finished my paper edits. I finished my rough draft. Finished all paper. Yeah, I finished more edits, but I marked it on the wrong date. More use of the Gantt chart to mark specific tasks that I'm using that I have to account for later when I do the final report for my grant. Submitted manuscript, blood work. There we go. Started a new iron supplement. That reminds me, I need to write down my newest one because it changed. Increased a medication. Opened my last of a medication. Finished my photography. Finished editing the photos. Again, the Gantt chart for developing. I started marking because I took over making the dog food. So these are just added dog food making days to my calendar. I don't need to. Is there anything? Yeah, there's nothing really else to note. And then we're into the 6th month. Copy edit started. Let's see if catalog copy. Yeah, and then I have nothing. I don't use this part because I don't really plan. I don't use this to plan ahead now, like currently. And then we get to the daily section, and the translation for this is on jetpens.com, but it's basically this month's goals and themes, things I want to do, things I have to do, words for this month, what I was able to do. This is like when you're done, when the month is over, you come back and check in. What I couldn't do, what I did, what I reflected on, people I met, where I went, what I bought, and what I learned. And I started off, so this is like my TikTok, and I don't know why I know why. Because I had something planned for the day. And then I spent my day in the ER with a kidney stone. And so at this point, I am still figuring out how I'm going to decorate my days, because it's a mix of deco and functional planning. And then Sundays, because I don't have anything planned on Sundays, I use that to journal about my week. And sometimes it's just a couple sentences, sometimes it's more. So we're getting into more of how I use it. I tip in a note. This is my to-do list of things I have to get done that day, and this is my TikTok for the day, and then just some deco. And more of the same. I'm starting to decorate the bottom and the top with washi. Some washi, some more tip-ins with a note to myself. And these tip-ins, if you haven't watched my monthly my monthly flip-throughs, I tip in vellum to extend my pages so I can put recipe development notes and other things I need to remember for that day. So I'm not putting sticky notes directly on the page, because it ruins the pages and it makes them like wrinkly and stuff, and I don't like that. And I also don't want to cover up my to-do lists and my TikToks, so I just extend my pages. Here's some notes for recipe development. If you watched my 6-month flip through for my diary, I talk about how I have in the top part little notes of like recipe development days. And so this is when I was doing like the matza, like start times, stop times, all that other stuff, so I can make sure that the times listed are correct and also follow Jewish law, specifically for this one. And I'm still doing bare minimum decorating at this point, because I'm still trying to wrap my brain around how I want to decorate this. So there's nothing really too exciting. I'm getting a little bit more adventurous, more me towards here. Some more tip-ins, but it's still pretty plain. I think I'm a little bit afraid at this point to lay down stickers and ruin anything. And yeah, note. I like this spread. We're about to get into when things get really what I consider nice, but it's still pretty plain in January. Yeah, more notes. This is all recipe development stuff. Journal setup. More notes. I still haven't settled on color schemes, which is interesting. I do very, very soon. Figure out like every season I'm gonna have a color scheme type thing. We're getting there. We are getting there. This I got. This is a tip-in. I got Your Creative Studio box, and this was the thank you card from that. So I put that in there. This is a photography sketch. That's another thing that I do when I have need to get through a shoot quickly and don't have time to like think about it on the spot. I will pre-sketch my photographs. And I have these tags because there's something I wanted to remember on these dates. And so I put these, so put them like as bookmarks. Yeah, this is brown, which should be in the fall. But I hadn't. Now we get into the winter colors. Still haven't figured it out. You have to excuse my dogs. So that was January. Yeah, kind of boring. Not much to see. So yeah, again, doing this section. Was there anything? Yeah, what I bought. Perseverance. What I was able to do was finish my manuscript. And what I had to do was finish my manuscript, which was, like, exciting. February, I'm still, like, figuring out how I'm going to decorate things. And I'm being very conservative in my decorating. For some reason, I was just terrified that I was going to ruin it. And it would just be no good. And a regular viewer, Anomic, helped me to get over my fear of ruining things. Finished my manuscript in rough. Why is a raven like a writing desk? I don't even know what that means, but I liked it. These are like fireworks to celebrate finishing my manuscript in rough. I remember at this point I was trying to like finish off some ends of washi tape. Oops, washi tape got bent over. I have left a little note for myself on this journal page that says you reached your destination of 52,027 words with 50 recipes on the 9th of February 2022. That was a nice milestone, and I like how I decorated this page with like stamps and stuff to like, yeah, you did it. That's one of my favorite spreads. And at this point, I start like figuring out that I want to decorate this top section where I'm never doing anything. I'm sleeping. But I haven't yet settled on a style here. So much to do. More tip-ins. This is, oh no, this isn't a double page. Oh, this is a double page one. Some of them are like double pages because I have so much stuff I have to tip in that I have a full page extension. So there's a photography shoot, another one labeled, yeah, some butterfly stamps from your creative studio. Finished paper edits. Made a note of that. Normally, on days that I have tip-ins, I don't decorate this page because the tip-in covers it up. But this deserves some type of decoration because it was an important date. Oh, I really like the spread too. This is February 20th. Just makes me, I did like a little light wash on the page with a tumble brush pen, and a bunch of different type of washi. It's butterflies from your creative studio. And then, yeah, I'm getting more adventurous and slowly coming into my style. This is my birthday. No, this is someone else's birthday. But I also finished all the edits for my manuscript that day. So I decorated it a bit. Was today a shopping day? No, I had to bake. These stickers I was using... Oh, this is, yeah. Because I was doing baking and stuff. And that's kind of reminiscent of my creative day. More birthdays. Prop lists, that's another thing that I write in here, is on photography days. Like, I write out prop lists and equipment lists so that when it's time to do the photography, I know exactly what I have. Like, I think about it beforehand, and then I just grab everything. Sometimes these lists are too big, and they have to go on a sticky on the vellum as well. No, this is, yeah. More tip-ins. This one's ugly. More tip-ins, prop lists, to-dos. Now we're into March. Anything I want to talk about here? Not really. But I learned that I enjoy time off. That is actually very interesting. because this is the first time that like in my life, in my over 40 years of life, that I have started to take regular holidays. I used work as a technique to not deal with trauma, and so things I want to do in March was take the last 2 weeks off, and I learned after doing that was the first time that I took a lengthy time off that I enjoyed it. My dogs are starting to get restless, so hopefully they don't bother you too much. When do I start? No, it's still not this month. This is like messy with like all sorts of notes because I was still in like principal photography for the cookbook. So I hadn't quite got into my current way of doing things. I'm still using like a mishmash of different washi. I think here is when I kind of get the idea for, this is those books of like, they're like some are vellum, some are not, and this is where I got the idea for what becomes like my standard for how I kind of decorate my pages or around my pages. It might change I'm starting to noodle some different ideas for 2023. Amazing week. I put that in pen just so when I go back I know to check out this week. This one again, no real deco because I don't want to cover it up. So I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to put a sticker here. This kind of changes. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the deco for the top part. Last shop for cookbook photo shoots. That was an exciting day. So I had to leave myself a little note about that because that was a milestone. And also help me know when I have to do the accounting for my grant. When I go back, I will know that my grocery bills, like where my grocery bills start and stop for the cookbook for accounting purposes. Time is both OMFG, so slow, and where did you go? Another note to myself. Well, this is my week Sunday. This is different. This is now we're getting almost to how we are like now. Nothing really exciting. I kind of I like the overall color harmony of these two pages, but it's still not totally exciting. But it adds some character to my pages when I add stickers to the blank spots after my day. I did this because this was the day, and this sticker. I remember laying the sticker is just reminiscent of how I felt that day. This was notes from a meeting, or no, from a show I was watching. These are all notes that I wanted to keep. And this, I have a coloring book that is mandalas, and so I traced it with the vellum paper with a micron 0.25, and then I colored it in with Tombows, and then I tipped it in to add a little bit of extra flair to my journal page for that day. And I like it. I have more that I've traced. I still have to color them and tape them in. I decided to write a journal for this day to remind myself of something to never ever do again because it screwed me up. I'm on holiday. So I'm just writing myself a bunch of journal things that I want to kind of remember for while I was on the holiday. This is a picture I took while I was being filmed for a documentary. I need more Jewish stories. I binge read 2 books from a friend of mine who is Jewish and writes very Jewish stories. And I need more of them. They speak to my soul, being a quarter Jewish. Not practicing, but like ethnically. And then some more deco. There's a bunch of different stickers that I laid down. I like this. I don't know where today went. This is very reminiscent of, like, I just basically gazed out a window all day. Sorry about my dogs. Some more deco. Oh, this is, I'm starting to get more into how I'm gonna go back to this in 2022 or 2023. We're almost done 2022 but this is the start of how I kind of do things now, and this reminds me that I like this better than what I'm doing now, which we're going to get through soon too. And at the end of this quarter, I left myself, like, there's a little note to myself in here, some longer thoughts about the first 3 months of the year. And I think I did that because, like, I wrote an entire book. Now I have to get this back in here without ruining it. In the first 3 months of the year. Oh, come on. Why did I do that? There we go. And I got another Your Creative Studio box, and that's what this is from as well. Now we're getting into April. Oh, there's my dogs. And this is in April. I was putting washi at the top. Washi, this is Friday and Saturday. You'll see, like, this is becoming a theme. Oh, sorry. And then deco. And now we're getting color coded. We're in, like, spring colors and summer colors. Oh, I like the spread. This is like a whole, I did like this tip in. This is, I like this. This is a nice one. So this is how we're doing things now. So I have the washi across the top here of various different sizes. I have washi that sections off my start time for work and my end time. And then deco. This is my food days photography for that day. My to-do list. And this is basically, this list of contents. There is nothing so important. This is a note I have to keep for myself. Yes, let me read it. There is nothing so important that it can't be put off until tomorrow except self-care. Yeah, this is another food days image. And yeah. See, this is where I find, this is where I come into my own. Some of my layouts are really themed, and some of them are just like, I like the colors together, and I kind of like, and some of them are just I need to fill space. Like, this is I need to fill space, and it's kind of haphazard, but it kind of works. This is another really nice spread that I like for my journal. Bunch of different washies that are all kind of color coordinated. And then, yeah, how are we 100 days into the year? That was another, like, thing I wanted to remember. Like, how... this is another food days. I had a lot to do that day. Wow, that was a busy day. More food days photography. Kid released her album. My kid's birthday. One of my kids' birthday shopping. That's what this sticker is. This is, I didn't have much to journal, so I just mostly decorated. Tip-ins. A holiday. Or it was a holiday. Yeah, it was Easter. I guess that's what that was. Food days. Notes about recipe development. Air fryer blueberry pie. Yeah. I like this as well. It's a Tombow brush pen underneath, and then because the sticker is like white, silvery, and so I needed to put like a color underneath of it so it would show up. This is from Sticky Club. Food days. Food days. This is the blueberry pie. I started going all the way across at some point. Spent day mostly sleeping. Vaccine took all my spoons. Now we're into May. I had a lot to say that day. A lot. Food days. That's cute. That's very cute. What was I... Yeah. More tip-ins. I don't have any tip-ins yet for the next 6 months. Another tip-in, just because I didn't want to cover this up. I decided to do some layering for this section. Just play with it. I have a bunch of notes to myself on this week. Only 1 round of edits. Oh yeah, we were expecting to do 3 rounds of copy edits. It is what was in my contract, and it ended up only being 1 round of edit. New edit schedule is quicker. So I wanted to make note of those 2 big changes. I really like these 2 pages as well. They just really mesh well with each other in terms of color harmony. Food days, photography. I like this day. Wednesday, May 5th, 2022. I mean, nothing happened here on this day. I just wanted to do like this Wednesday theme for whatever reason. I cut out some... This is from a Shein haul. My first one. I will link here if I haven't already linked it. This is some stamping. These stamps came from Your Creative Studio. And this is some washi from Amazon. And again, decided to do washi with a sticker on top so the sticker could stand out. I had nothing to say this week. It just says, oh yeah, my oldest was supposed to come for a visit. And I was really looking forward to it, but the visit was canceled because they all got sick. And because I'm immunocompromised, even though I'm quadruple vaxxed, I can't have visitors when they're ill, even masked. And so I was just bummed out. And so I just did a lot of decorating and 1 short journal entry because that's really the only thing that occupied. But I like, it's all different. Like this is a layer and 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 a layer. It's just like layer upon layer upon layer. And so I like it. Food days. No, this was actually for a recipe, I think. But maybe it ended up being food days as well. I don't remember. But it's there. I think it was food days. More spreads. I like the spread as well. This is another one of my favorite spreads. Just I like the color harmony. And it's how it worked out with the things that I pulled from the books of paper ephemera. Again, another journal entry that was like I just have to do a bunch of stickers. The copy edit process is causing my brain to attempt to leave. To attempt to leave my skull. Edits are all that exist right now. Yes, that's why. So yeah, this is also kind of reminiscent of a book to me, anyways. So, and I like this bee theme. This was an assignment from Andrew Scrivani to photograph something in an unusual way, and I think asparagus was also a food days. Successfully moved up my copy edit timeline. Another note to myself. Food days, but this is a photograph that I shot outside of food days, but it was posted that day for food days, and so I made note of that. This is like a 2-day. I started to play with like a theme over a complete like 2-day spread just to see. So we have like spacey things all the way over to here, and this is about my OCD trying to sabotage me. But yeah, I was just playing with some ideas. We got some more. Now we're into June. It's a holiday, and I learned I have a fiction book in me. I did it. What did I do? Oh, maybe it was my copy edits. Yeah, that's what that was. I did it. I did it. This was a food days, and this is also an image from my cookbook. This, oh, don't rip that, Jules. This is a 2-page tip-in. Yeah. Gotta be careful with these. And then Slayed the Dragon, that is my book. I did that. Wow. So it's just a whole bunch of dragon stickers that day. This is a bunch of like office, loungy, library type things because it's all about my book. My dog Archer is trying to like get my attention and be like, we're awake, let us out. I'm almost done, Archer. Almost done, buddy. Food days. I really like this piece of paper. Came from, I think Shein. I'm not entirely. Oh no, this is Sticky Club. This is Sticky Club. Yes. My dog put this in his mouth, Archer, and it made it crumply, and I like the effect. And this is more like kind of 2-day-ish colorway matching. Begin with this one. It has, you have to excuse my dog. It has a 2-day theme, and I did some drawing of a tree and added stickers to it. Got some butterflies. Yeah, it's a 2-day. There's someone underneath the tree having a nice little picnic. Yeah. And then from the desktop, admin day. More of this, more of the same. Some tip-ins. Beginning the holiday. Be safe, even though I wasn't going anywhere. More reading. So that was just, yeah, I was reading Still Just a Geek by Will Wheaton. And so I made it like spacey because he is a Star Trek alum. About my holiday. And again, it has like a library theme. More reading underneath of a tree. A doodle because of the library theme. And food days. Then more reading. Doodled. Hold on. Doodled person underneath of a tree. Apple turnover recipe. Yeah. I haven't posted that yet because it didn't quite work out. And this spread I really like. And I'm just like trying to use stickers at this point. Mac and cheese. I have to remake this. Oh, this was so good. Oh, I made it with buttermilk? No, I did not. Did I really? Huh. Oh, this is for me. This isn't my dressed up Mac. So yes, I did use buttermilk. This was just for me. Now that I remember it. And yeah, so that is my first 6 months. Oh, this is just there as a bookmark. This is the first 6 months of my Jibun Techo Days. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. If you like this video, if you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell, not only so that you know when new videos come up, but like ring it for all videos so that when I go live on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. British Daylight Time, you're notified of that. But another thing that I do is if I have to cancel for whatever reason a scheduled stream, then at the 30-minute warning notification, I change the stream title to let people know that I'm canceling it and that I will be back next week. So that's how I send out signals to people when I have to cancel. So yeah, until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.